Prighozin has delivered another video, and it is, well, it's sensational stuff. There's not a translation. I'll give you what I think he's saying. He starts off by saying that he's visited different locations, 10% of the battlefield where there's guns and tanks. And yesterday, a military order came through that says that, first and foremost, anyone who abandons their positions will be recognized as traitorous, and it will be considered treason. This is specifically designed for people in the Wagner Brigade. He says that there are not supplies, that we will leave our positions. If there are not supplies, we will leave our positions and ask the question, who is really betraying our motherland? And here the video cuts. And he then says, who can defend our motherland today? So he asks, who is really betraying our motherland? That implies Putin. And then he says, who can defend the motherland today? The Ukrainians are tearing towards Bakhmut, regrouping in Zaporizhia, and soon the counteroffensive will certainly begin. He says that they are going to do the offensive on the land, in reality, not on TV, because in our country, everyone thinks that everything should be done on TV, and they're celebrating their Victory Day on the TV. And this is a victory of our grandparents, and we haven't yet got anywhere near our victory. Instead of fighting, these are intrigues that are going on, gossip, sort of plotting, circling around. We don't have a Ministry of Defence, we have a Ministry of Gossip. And that's why there's been all this running, because the 78th Battalion have squandered, have abandoned 3 square kilometres and 500 men because it was strategic, because they were ordered to do so. They just ran away. We're not going to run away from Bakhmut. We will stay for the next few days. We will do more head-butting, and we will figure it out. That is why, in the celebration of our grandparents, I wish you well. But I don't know why we are supposed to be celebrating this day. It's important to remember. And then he uses a very harsh word to show off in Red Square, when it and then it cuts again, and the father of and then he's talking to the mercenaries. He talks about artillery. He talks about shells. He says it's important to collect resources that the industry is manufacturing, and the industry, instead of giving them to the army, collects them and stores them in facilities. For what reason, nobody knows. And instead of wasting a shell and killing the enemy and saving the life of our soldiers, they're killing our soldiers. And this happy granddad thinks it's okay. This happy granddad, I think that's a reference to Putin. What should he do next if it turns out to be right? God bless everyone. And what to do with our country, what to do with our children, grandchildren, the future of Russia, how to win the war. If for some reason, I'm just suggesting, it turns out that our granddad is a fool, I think he used a very bad language here. I think he is calling Putin a zakoncheni mudak, a rear end. This is like the governor of Furgal, the governor of his name was Furgal. The governor of Khabarovsk, who was arrested for being more popular than Putin. And this is a coded message, I think, that Putin is an idiot. I don't know how it's possible to interpret it in any other way except that Prighozin is putting out videos where he is saying that Putin is a fool, a mudak. It's extraordinary language on Victory Day. Extraordinary language. While Putin is parading around on Red Square, his chef, his best mate, is calling him a rear end. I don't know how Prighozin thinks he's going to survive. At least, I suppose, while he's in Bakhmut, there's no top windows for him to fall out of.